Grand rising, everyone. Grand rising. Yes, it's 10:02 in my neck of the wood. What time of it is it in your neck of the wood? Well, I did. I just a pop up, y'all, and I did some interesting things. Miss Nell was the mistress, you guys. Yes, I got it. Y'all have to go over there to giving you the real tea to see the full video, but I got a little bit of it. And Lexus is the daughter, right? It's Chris' biological daughter by another woman. That mom is gonna. I didn't. Y'all have to go over there and see the rest of it, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I got. The mom and the daughter said that they were married. I always wonder about that. At first, I thought she was just a girlfriend, but she said no, they were married. They had been high school sweetheart. They got married after high school. The mom said, and that daughter Alexa said that Chris always cheated, but Miss Nell never would go away. She like coleslaw, y'all. She said she kept calling the house. She kept trying to talk to her in an intellectual way, let her know that that's her husband. She's married. Why you keep calling my house? Said Miss Fletcher. Now this all allegedly. Now this is what the mom is saying. And Miss, I don't know her name, but this is Alexa's mom. Oh wow, I should have. But I don't know her name, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't remember Lex's mom name, but we're just gonna call her Lex's mom or Chris' ex-wife. But anyway, she said that she just would never leave him. She just kept on harassing them, until finally she decided that maybe if she had to sit down with her and talk to her, y'all know how that go. She said Nell reassured her again that she won't be messing around with Chris. She said Nell felt like she was a victim, and she said she could relate to that. She felt like they were blending together with a trauma bond because they both was a victim. She thought everything gonna be okay, and guess what happened? Nell got pregnant while they were married. Oh no. Mama said, oh no, all this cheating you doing now, you bringing a side baby in here by your mistress. I'm gone. I'm out the door. Yeah. She said Chris never wanted a divorce. Chris begged her. She went back to Mississippi. He followed her down there. She came back to see if she could make the relationship work. She was still there. She ain't with Nell, ain't went nowhere. She was another coleslaw. Oh, anyway, let me say hi to you guys. House rules. Oh, yeah, I better put my banner up. House rules. Everything is allegedly on my channel for fair use, for entertainment purposes. Just my opinion. Just your opinion. Just the Titanian opinion. That's my guess opinion. Everything is allegedly, you guys. But anyway, you guys, I decided to do a pop-up. I'm doing a test run. I'm thinking about quitting, you guys. I don't like what's going on with me with YouTube. Y'all know yesterday I went live, and this has been going on quite some time. Literally, I'm tired of it. I left out with 984 people on my live, and they gave me 22, said I only had 22 views. I've been trying to fight this every time I have a live, y'all. They only give me 23. I have to start down from 23 people every time I have a live. And I be having more than that. 900 some people in the chat. 900 some people, 200 some people. In this document, all you got to do go to your analysis. Now that analysis, when you go to your analytic, it'll tell you just how many people you had when you got out there. They got off your last 100 days, give me the runaround. I still ain't solved it. But my daughter told me to go live today because they want to see what's going on. If I don't get my likes or whatever, she gonna check into that for me. Because y'all know I'm not computer literate. I go in and I go in and they just been giving me the runaround. I don't get what I get is the aftermath. Now y'all know when they come and do the replay. If y'all see like 2,000 and 3,000 up there, then that come from the aftermath. They never give me my live views. That's why y'all, we're gonna keep up with it in the chat. Y'all just write down what y'all see from me, so I can have this stuff documented. I'm gonna try to solve it today. But anyway, you guys, I am just glad to be here with you. Let's just see what y'all know. Hey, Cold Slow. Oh, there's hope for you. There's hope for you, Cold Slow. These mistresses are getting married. Some of these mistresses are getting married. Miss Fletcher. Well, Miss Fletcher had a lot to offer that man. Yeah, Miss Fletcher was intelligent. She had a lot to offer him. Okay, Black Titanic, thank you for the wisdom you give to all. I am an elder myself, and you be teaching me. Stay blessed. Thank you, Miss Edward gave me $4.99. Bless you guys. Just blessed. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. When y'all write me notes like that, that's what make me really want to stay. I get just so discouraged with this YouTube, how they be always subtracting my views and my like. They say that people can steal your views and like. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that. Okay, Miss Eagle Bruce. Good morning, Black Titanic. Okay, Grand Rising to everybody. Lexa really sprayed Chris and Nell with their own tea. Jesus, y'all saw that? Now let me tell y'all the truth. My daughter, I got a divorce, and my ex, he remarried when she was like 3 or 4 years old. Now, I held him down because I had graduated from college and he was still in college. So I was the one making all the money. But by the time we got a divorce, he started a new business and he became wealthy. He could become wealthy with the new wife. So this opened up a book of worms for me. I have never asked my daughter, when I send you over there to your dad from the time you was in elementary school, how did you feel? She said the same thing, identical thing Lexi said. She felt left out. Yeah, her dad gives money to the stepmother, but them her kids. Her kids don't come first before my daughter. But yeah, she said she felt like so she didn't see this episode. I just decided to ask her. She told me the same thing. So if you got children or grandkids, y'all need to talk to them and find out how they're feeling so they can get help at an early age. According to Alexis, her mama kept her in therapy because she had a lot of problem dealing with her dad not being in her life. She had problems with that. She wanted to be in her dad's life. She wanted her dad to love her. She wanted to be included with that other family. Okay, Linda Gamma, Geneva Harrison. Oh yeah, Miss Cutie Pie, Grand Rices, Miss Black Titanic, and yeah, Grand Rising to you. All right, you got Miss Geneva. Thank y'all. Y'all keep doing that for me because I have to snapshot this. This is a test run, and I'm gonna try to see what's going on. Why they be taking my stuff? Thank you, Miss Geneva. She says I see 56 in the chat at 10:09 a.m. Who is this? Miss Kim. To wander the end. Yeah, Lexa started telling everything, and whatever Lexa got wrong, her mama chimed in and corrected her. Her mother, what a intelligent, classy woman, y'all. That woman was a class act. You hear me? All she cared about was that her daughter be included. She even embraced Nell, y'all. She just was a class act. Everybody got her wrong. I didn't get her wrong because I didn't judge her. But most people felt like Alexis had been listening to her mom badmouth her dad. But we find out it was not so. I'm gonna tell y'all, these children, by the time they get grown, say by the time if that dad ain't doing right, by the time they become teenagers, they become aware of what's going on. Yeah, and then they begin to make their own judgment about their parents. It's awful the children are caught in the middle, shaking my head. Yeah, grown. They're grown now. Everybody is grown, y'all. This blended family. This is a blended family, and so a stepchild can feel love about by her step parents. A lot of kids love their step parents because the step parents always speaking positive affirmation unto the children, letting them know that they're not being left out, letting them know that they're not being included. Love language, that's what I call it. Speak that love language to them step kids, y'all. Yeah, speak that love language so that they won't feel left out. Super sticker. Worthy Billings. Thank you. Bill up. Worthy Bill up. Yes. So y'all got children, grandkids in this situation, sit down and have a talk with them. Find out what's going on in their mind. Because that girl, when I look at how much hurt, she's hurt. She's so hurt. And y'all, did y'all see production not right? Everybody was judging Lexus, but Lexus said she went off because they started bad mouthing her mama at the table. Oh, God, she said that caught her off guard, y'all. That's what we were seeing after they bad mouth her mama at that. All of them speaking on her mama, bad mouthing her mama, and that's when she said she got so angry, and they shouldn't have done that. So she feel like she was used as a pawn for this show. She said, Lexus said that they told her, called her. She ain't seen them now. She ain't seen them. She ain't been bothering them. But Chris called her, told her that they were going to be on this show. She do have a business, y'all. Her and her husband has a business, and that was a great way to support her business. That's what she thought she was doing. Because if y'all notice, when she came in there, she was smiling and just happy. And she said she was happy, yeah. But then they started triggering her, she said. When they started talking about her mama, she said they ganged up, started talking about her mama. That's what triggered her. And then she always wanted to say her feelings to Nell. So she used that opportunity to say how she felt with Miss Nell. Now, did y'all notice when the young son was having, I think, mental problems, and Chris took and did a one-on-one with him. He was so concerned. I loved that part. But she said that she was put in the hospital, y'all. This must have been awful bad, where she no longer wanted to be on this earth. She tried to unalive herself. No phone calls, no I love you, no nothing for her dad. Then that was later when they invite her there to that dinner, and then she felt like they knew she had this mental issue. They knew she just got out of that hospital, and then they all of them gang up on her and attack her. But she said that hurted her when she saw how he treated the young child. When he felt like the young child was depressed, he reached out to him. She said her daddy still ain't reached out to her. When she told him what happened to her, the reason she was hospitalized, he ain't gave her no card, ain't said nothing. So yeah, he's a deadbeat dad. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that he paid child support. Children want quality time, y'all. That's what they remember. They remember that day that you took me to the park. That day that me and you went and fed the duck, y'all. They remember the acts of service that you do when you're doing something for them. That's what kids remember, and that's what she was trying to establish. Well, I don't remember that. Why didn't I get this? Why didn't y'all give me that? Why didn't y'all invite me? So she's talking about the lack of quality time when she's talking about that they never spent with her. And she said they're saying you do this at every dinner. She said when? Y'all don't invite me to these dinners. And her mama confirmed that, y'all. Yeah. But more important, sometimes when she's talking about all these material things, my daughter will always say, Mama, what's important to me, when you give me that gift, like you're giving the rest of the kids, it says, I'm thinking about you too. You're not left out. I gave my biological kids this, and here yours. And that's why she said she kept doing that. She said, it wasn't all about no cars. It was about her feeling just as important as the rest of the kid. The gift says a lot of things. It says that I'm thinking of you also. So that's what that was all about. Physical touch brings on emotional power. I don't know if her dad ever hugged her. Sure, yeah, y'all. Healthy step parents knows that they know how to speak that love language, those healthy step parents, yeah? They make the children feel love and they blend the children into the family. All right, let me see what y'all saying over here. Lexus and her mama on the loose for Nell. You guys don't know who you dealing with. Oh, this is Cheryl. We don't know Cheryl. I'm not talking about Lexus and her mama. I'm saying this from a child point of view. I'm dealing with Lexus and her mom and all them. She was the mistress and they divorced over that. That's that backstory. But my story is that the children, what's happened to them internally, and when they grow up, how they have internal problems because they haven't gotten any a love language from her father. Yeah, that's her father's fault that he did that, y'all. Okay, so let's just see what this says. Maybe that's why she didn't want to come on the shore before this. Yeah, PK Joe. Yeah, you're talking about Miss Fletcher. Yeah, Miss Fletcher was having problems with a lot of family problem with her children. She said that she wasn't ready yet. Miss Michaels, we need you to stick around, BT. Thank you, Cheryl. All righty. So Miss Kim said Lexa also told how Chris and Neil didn't always have money and how they used to live with friends. Yeah, they came from humble beginnings. So I don't know how she got that the daycare belonged to her mother. And I think when she took over that business, she made it successful. Yeah, she did. She made that business successful. She did something that her mom was already established. The daycare was already established in the community. So she took over. Yeah. Lexi had a lot of contradiction in that interview. I wish healing for all of them. Yeah, Lady K, I'm sure she did. Your memory get fogged. Your memory get fogged over years and years and years. So yeah, I'm sure she had a lot of. Okay, who is this? I'm sorry, but Chris is the common denominator in all of this. Yeah, Kim, it's Chris. And then she said that she never had a one-on-one with her dad because she blamed it on Nell. Y'all heard what she said. Nell won't allow her dad to have no one-on-one. But yeah, he's a grown man. Nell cannot tell her husband not to go be with his daughter. All that is just Chris doing. Topi says, it's so sad Chris had never taken Alice to lunch, a movie, or dinner. Just the two of them. Yeah, that's what she wants. She don't have those memories growing up, y'all. And when I talk to my daughter's in her 30s. She been in the same boat. Yeah. I really understood Alexis because I was listening to a child that I birthed went through the same thing, y'all. She had to be raised, well, she was raised up by me, but she spent a lot of time with her dad in the new family. He has a new family, a set of twins, and the new wife, I think she came in with 2 or 3 kids. So there you got all these blended, you got to blend this family together. And the child don't really understand that. All the child want to know is, am I included? Do you still love me, Daddy? And you gonna kick me to the curb for this new family, right? Oh, okay, let's see. I'm gonna put the thing on, and then we're gonna start back to talking. Okay. Lexis also says she doesn't understand why they bought that big house because the kids were almost grown when they got it. That seems like a little bit of hating, but whatever. Well, Well, I guess she knows the financial struggle. If you had a smaller place, I guess she felt like, they'll be able to handle it better. But anyway, um, they seem to have a nice house themselves down there, y'all. That mom got a nice place. Yeah. I mean, okay, let's see. I'm not here to bash Chris or nobody. All I want to do see this from the child point of view. That's what I'm here for. I'm not bashing either one of them. I'm not saying nobody right or wrong. Okay, Kim said, look how happy Chris was to see Martell when Martell walked in the house in Houston, knowing he just put out the RPO mail. That says a lot. Yeah, 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 yeah. All on the same on that show. All the men on that show got problems, y'all. Problems. They're not positive role model for the community. Barbara said Chris always moved sideways. In my opinion, that is why he let hotel talk down to Neil. What husband going to stand for that and kind of disrespect? Ain't nobody finna do that. Ain't no husband gonna stand for that disrespect. Shirley said, I hope now people will stop with the made up lies that Lex's mom poisoned her against her father. Yeah, she did. And I've never done that neither. No, I've never talked bad about my kid's dad. Well, I can't. He's a good dad. I don't have those problems. Only problem I got is I never knew what was going on in the inside of my daughter's heart, how she felt when she goes over there to be with his new family. That, but other than that, not financially, he have always been there for his daughter. And I always tell her that you got a great father. I tell my daughter that all the time. It's two sides to every story. What's the point of her interviewing Miss Price? Yeah, because we're seeing the other side. We seeing now. And Mr. Fletcher, interview after interview after interview, nobody never took time out to talk to Lexus to see her side of the story. This is a grown woman that's harboring a lot of hurt and pain all the way through childhood. Y'all, she didn't get that love language. She didn't get that positive affirmation from her dad. This really is between Chris and his daughter, y'all. That's who this for. He's not been there for the child like he's supposed to be. And now she's grown and she's trying to express herself to this man. So I'm just gonna say this, y'all. It's always gonna be the act of service that the children gonna remember growing up. Dad, I remember that time we went to dinner. Dad, I remember the time you took me to Disney World. It's the act of service that the children remember. That money that she always say every time she asks for something, they throw it in her face. You get child support. That girl ain't thinking about that. That little young lady, all she want is her daddy's love. That's what she want, was her daddy's love. Do you still love me? Are you still thinking about me, Dad? When you gonna give me some quality time? When you gonna give me your undivided attention, Daddy? Yeah. So that's what this is about: a child and longing for her parent. PC John prayerfully, Chris will come forward and do right. Lexus when she's ready, but need to be open to. Yes, she do. So many family has gone through or still going through these same type of issue. Yeah, but one thing she did say that he did say that the grandkids, he's reaching out to the grandkids, so her kids will have a relationship with him. And I do think that Lexus will. I really think that after all that anger and hurt and all the counseling that she gonna come around. But it's got to be two ways, y'all. It's got to be two ways. It just can't be her trying. And he got to leave Miss Fletcher out. He loved his wife, Miss Fletcher, and his family, but it just got to be between them two so she can heal and establish the hurt coming from her dad, because she felt abandoned by her dad. PK Joe said, BT, I wondered that same thing about the Eminem kids. How they really feel about going over to their dad's house with the military style of raising them. Yeah, if you look at the Eminem kids, that dad never always having negative affirmation. Hotel, yeah, always negative affirmation about the other parent. That's the damage that Hotel is doing. Yeah, she said her mother never talked bad about Miss Neal. Damn, Pam. Why would Alexa's mom be interviewing with a husband still living? She appeared to be still mad. Chris move on. She contradicted herself as with Lexus. No, I don't. Well, that's your opinion. I didn't see that. As well, Lexus seemed to have mental issues. Lexus' mom ain't innocent. Y'all, okay, that's y'all opinion. But we know nobody is innocent. But are y'all, I'm looking at it from a little child growing on up. What's in this heart for a little child? Do anybody in here got children? Do you have an absent, any dad absent? Do y'all, anybody here with step families? Or are you a stepmom? So y'all already know that to blend a family is difficult to blend a family together, y'all. A stepmama, and then she bringing in outside kids when she start having other kids, and then you begin to feel as a child, you begin to feel neglected. That's her thoughts as a child. Okay, Miss Fatu, you said it all so well. Good commentary, always on point today. Thank you. Okay, let's see what this one. I see some say weekend. I'm gonna get on to the commentary, and then I'm gonna read the rest of y'all. I hate what retaliates against the husband, wife, children, or vice versa. Yeah, it's wicked. Yes, it is. It's wicked to do that. It sure is wicked. Uh, okay, let's see what this say. Shirley said, people want to push their own toxic narrative about ex-wives. I don't, she didn't, Miss Shirley, she didn't say anything negative about Neil. She never, she didn't. She said she wished them the best, and she feel like they would make a great, spinoff. She didn't say nothing negative about Neil. All she was just telling her side of the story, what transpired, and how they met and what happened during their marriage. She never said nothing negative. She never called her names or nothing. Never. She said, in fact, she prayed. She got with her and started praying for them that their marriage would work. Mm-hmm. Sheila said, Alexis and Chris called her to come on the show to use the platform to promote her business. She felt like it was a setup. Yeah, she said once they started talking about her mama, that's when she knew it was a setup. It's like I said, all of them, because they never did it before. Why do it in front of the cameras now? You never did it before. Okay, you guys, this is the interview is called, I think, giving, y'all have to go over there to see the rest of this. Called, I think it's Giving You the Hot Tea. No, wait a minute. Here, wait, I don't want to say it wrong, so let me just see. Get his name. Give so many tea, giving you the hot tea, so many TEA. Giving you the real tea, I think. That's his name. But anyway, you guys, this is the commentary. Miss Fletcher, the Fletchers, yeah. hunt Chris down. I know the mama said that she kept calling her house. She kept speaking to her, telling her that indeed they were a family, they were married. She kept reassuring her that she was going to leave him alone. Then she never did leave him alone. She even said she set up a dinner and they talked. And she thought that was going to be it, that the lady was going to leave Chris alone. Whether Chris need to leave her alone. Vice versa, it goes two ways. But she ended up getting pregnant while they were married. So that, after that, there was no turning back. She said she filed for divorce. And that Nell was always in the picture. She never would go nowhere. He messed around with Miss Nell with so many women, he said.
Chris is extremely attractive, yes, charming.
She looks just like
loves
Chris.
Dance. Loves himself. Loves Sprite. You know, I mean, this is sad, but like this. I'm sorry, guys. Like this is.
No, it's okay. Say your piece.
But I mean, I don't know the man that much. I have celebrated like a couple birthdays with him as an adult, because I kind of like forced an invite on them. But yeah, I don't. I have Chris's face, and that's pretty much it. That's as close as we're gonna. We've been.
Okay, y'all. She is a very beautiful girl, but production didn't do this girl right. She said that they started bad mouthing her mother, and everybody at the table bad mouthing her mother, and that's why she said she got angry, and that they psyched her. She not seen them in a long time, and she said when she got there, they told her to come on down. They were gonna be on TV. She could promote her business. But what they did was set this girl up. They set her up. They knew they would talk about this girl mother, that she would go off. They wanted drama, they got it. But she said she came there with just being happy with the family, she said. But they used her as a pawn. That's what she thinks.
As I've never spent time with them like that.
Wow. Okay. So has it always been like that with him, or did it get like them when he was with Nell?
So what people don't know, because I don't watch the show, guys. I'm sorry. I do love reality TV, but it gives me the ick. It's like real cringe to like watch them, so I don't watch the show. But my mom and Chris were married for almost 3 years. But I mean, of course, I was 3. I don't really remember. So all I know of him is him with Lornell.
Married, had a child, and it just didn't work out. It was, you find out when you're, 22, infidelity, you try, counseling, and then you find out that that's a habitual kind of behavior. So, I was a single mom for a long time, before I found my wonderful husband, Lexi's dad, stepped into her life when she was 5. But I encouraged Chris the entire time, because I didn't grow up with a father. My father was older, so and my parents divorced as well. So I understand that gap of your life. So for me, I talk to Chris often. Money is one thing, but time is never take back any of that. I've encouraged over the years, before I got married, I used to drive halfway distance to get her to him. I did a lot of bridging because I really wanted that relationship to be there. And you shouldn't have to do that because that's your child, right? Even as she has become an adult, a lot of the things she knows now, it was challenging as a child because a lot of things she experienced I hadn't decided on. And then as she became her own, she became a single mother. So a lot of things I shared with her as far as my life was to encourage her that you can do these things, right? You can move forward. I did it, right?
Right.
But one of the things that I encouraged constantly was try. Just try, meet him halfway, forgive, continue to forgive. And as you became an adult, I kind of said, these are your terms. You have to be able to create healthy boundaries for yourself.
I agree.
But you definitely need to not, not give up on that relationship. I was the person that said she needed to have them at her wedding. But they were not invited until I stepped in, and I didn't want her to have that kind of regret, right?
Right.
I paid for them to have photos with her, like at the wedding. It was not planned.
I'm glad Lex's mom is speaking because most of what I heard, everybody was saying that Lex has been listening to her mom. But it's the opposite. The mom been really, really, really supportive, encouraging her daughter to have a relationship. But it has to be two-way, y'all. If Chris not responding to his older daughter, he just not responding. And this girl wanted so bad for her dad to be in her life, but she has a lot of mental issue behind it. And she said that she had she had a mental breakdown and she was in the hospital because she was trying to leave this earth. She tried to leave this earth. So, and that was, I think a month, but not long afterwards when Chris called her, said that they were going to have be on TV. Here was her time to promote her business. Now look, when she got there, she said she was happy, right? Everybody knew that this girl had just got out of the hospital because she, was trying to leave this earth, right? But they set her up. She feel like it. But Mom, let me quit talking. Mom is so beautiful. Mom is so classic. Mom said that, she even used to pray for Chris and Neil relationship to work.
Okay, of course, her dad has been with her since she was 5. He walked her down the aisle. Like, all of that has been a preconceived notion in her life based on the behavior that she experienced as a daughter. Mm-hmm. I've always encouraged, like, figure it out. Like, it's important to have a balance. That you always want to have that relationship with dad, your parent, no matter what day. I have a similar situation, so I know how that goes, right? So, I was the person that encouraged until this, right? I never ever experienced or considered that that this would have happened to my daughter. And for you people, in the comments, it was really tough to see my child, treated that way. She's an adult, right? But they never stop being your child. But to see the comments and what they sent home was brokenness. So at least one thing I can tell you that I've encouraged therapy for years.
And I've been in therapy since 14. All the people telling me I need to get therapy. I guess someone's going to say, oh, it's not working, you can get your money back. It's a process. Okay? I'm working on me.
And so that's something I was like, well, for this, we have to create healthy boundaries for ourselves. We have to be able to, push forward because she still has children that had a relationship, like at least my grandson, with his grandfather, and he's wondering what's going to go on, right? And he's isolated from that relationship now because it's not him. So no, I tried. But you can't do it by yourself. Somebody has to be able to step in and want you. And as my mom told me when I was getting divorced, she said, I didn't raise you to be mistreated. And I didn't raise your daughter to be mistreated.
That's right. So let me ask you this, and if it's too personal, you don't have to ask. Okay. Is Neil the reason why your marriage to Chris didn't work out, or was it other women? So that we just don't put it all off on her. Was it other women, or was it specifically her?
I mean, she won because she got pregnant. But go ahead.
Unfortunately, there were a lot of women.
She didn't win nothing. Mama gave it to her. Mom said, "Oh no, I'm tired, and this baby right there coming in while we married is a done deal in this marriage." Ooh.
She was one of the many. It was, and she. The challenging part about her is that when I was married to him, she was one of the people that called my house, and I talked to her on the phone, and I explained that he was married, and I said, hey, he's married, like I'm the wife, and she begged my pardon. She said she was so sorry, and she said she would, she's gonna excommunicate. She, really gave him the business on the phone. So for me, I just kind of assumed that was it. But when I had some family things that went on, and I had to leave. He was in the military at the time. We lived in North Carolina, and had to leave for a family situation. And he pursued me. He came. I was like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not sure what's going on, but I have to go to my family. I think we're gonna have to divorce. This is not working for me. And when I came back, he actually came. I'm from Mississippi. He drove to Mississippi. I have no idea how he found me in Mississippi, but he drove, found me, came to my aunt's funeral. Was there, supportive, which was very convincing for me to come back home. And that was his thing. He wanted me to come back home. He wanted his marriage. He wanted his family. And unfortunately, when I got there, I found a plethora of evidence that he was not true. He was not telling the truth. I mean, and one of the things that I did find was letters from Miss Fletcher.
Wow.
So that is the pursuant part of him. Quite pursuant of him, it appeared. And I actually had I always tell women, one of the things you never do is meet or care about the other person that was invited into your marriage, because you didn't invite that person. You have a covenant with the person, the man. And so I had actually had lunch with her, and she explained to me again that she was not interested. She felt like she was fooled. She was part of this, situation that was, she felt she was the victim. So we kind of had this trauma bond, right? Like, whatever. And then unfortunately,
Lex's mom is so sweet. Mel kind of did the same thing. It's gonna talk to the other woman and let them know that we married, and I'm gonna work on my marriage. Now, most of these women, they not stepping back. Only reason that woman came was Nell came was to mark you. She had no intentions of leaving Mr. Fletcher alone, just like Bedbug had no intentions of leaving Martell alone.
ultimately, time went on, and she was still there. So, and quite frankly, Terrence, I had truly moved on. There was a lot that I endured through that, but at the end of the day, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And you have to forgive and move forward. And what Lexi told you earlier about me having a relationship with her stepbrother, Lance, like I was the person, like my friends thought I was a fool at the time. I was the person that, her and Chris got together. She said Lance was her brother. She was so excited. She had a big brother. I was the person that would go over to their house and pick Lance up when we would go on our little field trips. And, I would go to the movie. I would do things because this is from my child's perspective. So they've been, so for me, you have to see it through that if I wanted
Okay, you guys have to go over there to see the rest of this exclusive interview from giving you the real tea, you guys. Mom is speaking out. Mom is not what y'all said she was. That this daughter was speaking through the mind and eyes of her mother. But when children grow up, they see things and they know stuff. And they see a lot of stuff. They come to their own conclusion, regardless of how you try to encourage those children, regardless of how you try to promote the other absent parent. If he's not around and not responding, that child gonna have those memories all while growing up.
Business. I felt some kind of ways as well because I felt like I had helped Chris with hire you in, let you come in, work,
I ain't get paid my last check. And I feel some type of way about that too.
But you feel like...
So we went over this. It's like about 2 months ago. And that's when the world was introduced to Alexis. She said that they started dogging her mama out at the table. And she just didn't go off like that. She was having a great time till they started dogging her mom out at the table. She said that shocked her because they've never done that before in her face. That was the reason she went off.
And you was owed that last check?
$400 to dig the front of their business up out of dirt and then put it on the trailer.
What about all the time you sit your ass out back? And I come in, and every day I come in, you just sitting out back, and then now my employees.
They got some nice looking sons, y'all.
I learned in my years with Green Spaces.
How's Green Spaces doing now?
We're doing really good. We had some setbacks last year, kind of setback. I had to borrow some change, a little more than change.
If I could get all the money back that I loaned to y'all, I'd be wealthy. If it was left up to your daddy, y'all wouldn't have. I kind of have mixed feelings of why I'm the bad guy. Honestly, I really don't give a damn, and it is what it is for me.
Well, I don't think you're the bad guy. I just think they just have a problem communicating to you.
And they backdoor me and come to you.
Sometimes they do.
I'm not happy. These expensive ass cars that have been bought. Your dad was telling me not to buy y'all those cars. Y'all didn't need those things.
Well, why are you buying?
Well, she explained the car thing, y'all. She said she had a car. See, she said her work ethic was different from those children. They were giving everything. So by the time she got grown, she was more far advanced than Nell's kids because she had to get out at work and hustle her own self. But Chris told her that she was there to promote her business. That's why she was there. But this car thing, she said it was just a figure of speech. They always getting stuff and leaving her out. And she wanted to know, everybody else got a car. I was supposed to be your child. Why I didn't get a car? It was just a figure of speech. She said she had a car, y'all.
You won. If y'all buying those
You're
cars.
reckless.
No, she got a car.
No, I worked an entire summer and saved up $1,500 and I got a hoopty. That's how I got my first car. While y'all were driving BMWs and Mercedes, I was driving a 1997.
You drove your little expensive ass white car after I dropped 20.
Y'all see Chris like, not Chris, what the little boy name, the youngest one. He's like, I am over all this drama. And he said, they said it. Miss Fletcher said he just barely comes around them. Some children just don't like being around a lot of drama in the family, so they stay away.
$2,000.
what in the actual you guys are acting like I'm insane? Are you kidding me?
Here we go again. Every time an argument starts with Lexi, it's always something about the car.
She said that part made her. She said, well, here we go again. I don't have dinners with them. I don't know these people. What the hell is they talking about? I don't know them. And then she gives a timeline from when maybe she was 5 or 6. Y'all, she might have spent one Christmas with them. But all of her adult life, she been reaching out to Chris. She's saying they playing up to the cameras. What y'all talking about? I I don't have dinners or go on vacation with y'all. Y'all never invite me. And she said that. And then she cleared it up to you guys. She cleared that up. She is treated like she ain't nobody. All Chris' attention go to Nell and her children.
Has a very distorted memory. We're telling the truth. Or she's actually doing this to agitate me. I have my wits ends with it.
At one point in time, a large lump sum of money was given in not less than a month. You had another car. So that's why we were
I got into a car accident. Do you guys want the legal documentation? I got in a car accident with my...
All right, let's go over that. Child support, bad child support. She paid it. She paid them off. She paid it off, man. Okay, let's go. That's what the 20,000 was for. Bad child support. Allegedly.
And then I got my car. I'm just saying, I've never gotten a car. Null and void. I got treated differently.
How did you get treated differently?
I've always gotten treated differently. Let's not open up that can of worms.
Well, we can open it up.
Because you
never got treated differently.
I have gone years without talking to you guys because I got treated
your
differently.
choice.
Your choice.
Yes,
When we reached out to you and you blocked all of us.
because of how y'all treated me.
You were in a different household and you chose to get mad about certain things, Lexi.
I don't know what this memory loss is that everyone's experiencing, but it's
Okay, right here, she's trying to rationalize and tell the family how she felt left out. Now, she said when they start all of them at the table dogging on mama out, including Nell. Now, Nell knows the truth over there. You were his mistress. See, you were his mistress. But the young lady embraced Nell as the stepmama because she was so young when all that happened. But y'all, I'm not going to prejudge her. I don't agree with children disrespecting the elders. I don't. But she has to be listened to. And I think Chris needs to do a one-on-one with her. When his son, he found out that his son was having mental issues, right? He embraced that boy because that's he and Nell's child. Well, she said she was hospitalized because she was trying to leave this earth on her own. And no phone calls, no text, I'm sorry, baby, nothing from her dad. So I would have liked to see, I thought we were going to see that, well, Chris go and embrace Alexis. And I would like to see them really have a nice relationship together. But she's a grown woman now, Chris. The ball game is on you. Okay, you guys, I cut that short. I'm trying to be monetized, so you all know the cursing coming and all that comes later. I didn't put it's on there, but I didn't put it on there because I want to be monetized. And if it's a lot of cursing, they ain't gonna monetize me. But come on up. I got the link up. Y'all come on up. We got so many different opinions in this chat. Cheryl, where you at? Anybody want to come up? Come up. I want to hear different opinions. A lot of y'all got opinions about the stepmom and Lexus, and my heart go out, I guess, because my daughter went through the same thing. My daughter is 30-some years old, and by her being raised in a different household, right? She was raised okay, but we're not wealthy. He became wealthy after he got with this other lady. Now, to tell y'all, I supported him. I was the nurse in school. I was the nurse, and he still was in college. But when he went into his own business, by then we were divorced, and he had a new family, and that business is very successful. So my daughter had to learn to work. And I'm gonna tell you, when my daughter go visit him, even with my grandson, they work in his business. because she had that work ethic. She had to work to do this and get that. From a teenager on, my daughter worked. They never had to do that. They never had to work for no cars, no nothing. So when they get grown, my ex-husband think that they gonna sit in there and run that business with them when they got teenagers. They did. Who be running that business with them? My daughter. My daughter, she stayed day and night helping him with that business, and now my grandson. And those children, they still living off of him, living off of his money, won't step their foot in that business to help him. And he done got old now, y'all. So, I'll be glad when he retired. That's what I want him to do. But we need to think about our children. This is about the children, y'all. This is not about trying to belittle Miss Nell or Chris. We all probably been a stepmother at some time or dated somebody with children. But what happened is that if you as a step parent don't nurture that relationship, if you don't give positive affirmation with that child and convince her dad to have quality time with that child gonna feel dumb. That child gonna feel left out and abandoned. If anybody wanna come up, y'all, come on up. The link is down there. Y'all come on up and talk. So BC Jones says, thank God Alexis wasn't successful in, herself. I pray she enjoys a beautiful life with her husband and children. Yeah, my heart went out when she said they knew that I had got out of the hospital from that. And then they piled all this on me, ambushed this on me by talking with my mother. Now, that niece that was sitting up there, she said Miss Fletcher had put her out when she got pregnant and her mama took her in. So that goes to show that mom is not bitter, y'all. And mom said she used to come pick up Lance because her daughter said she had a stepbrother. She's trying to keep this positive affirmation going on with her child and the new family. And I used to do that. That woman, his new wife, I used to get them children and bring them back here to, they live in Huntsville. And I had moved to Georgia where I'm at. Now I would get them children and bring them down here. Yes. So I have a great relationship with my ex-husband, new family. I have a great relationship because I'm always promoting positive affirmation, right? All the time. I got some problems going on. They won't know. I'll go to him. So somebody said something about these financial things that she brought up. Yes, of course, I will too. Oh Lord, I don't know if he's listening or his ex-wife listening, but I done told my daughter, that's just your stepmother. You better make sure that your dad got everything in writing. Because if something should happen to that man before that woman ain't finna give you a dime. That's what I told her now. So I don't know if she's listening or he listening. They can get mad if they want to, but that's the right thing to do for all parents. Chris, he need to put in writing what he want his daughter to have. Because other than that, these stepmothers ain't finna, you got kids by them, their kids gonna come first when it's time to dish out assets and money. Brenda Beautiful say it's good that your daughter have a good work ethic and can fend for herself. Yeah. Y'all probably saw my daughter, but just didn't know it was her. I told y'all she worked for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Not Huntsville, y'all. Real Housewife of Atlanta. Behind the scene. Y'all done seen her before, but y'all didn't know that was my daughter. I can tell y'all, I don't know if y'all remember one, I got in trouble when I put, y'all remember when they went to Jamaica or something and one of them hurt their ankles on that field when they were racing? That was my daughter that ran out down that field, and got them because my daughter is the medical personnel for all these shows. Yeah, so she's always behind the scenery, but she had that little part where she ran out there on the field. If y'all ever watched the the Real Housewife of Atlanta when they went to Jamaica with that track star. Who was that hurt her ankle? That was somebody hurt their ankle out there racing, and that was my daughter ran out there with that medical bag. So if y'all happen to see that, just say, "Hey, that's Black Tata's daughter right there." Tay Tay, facts in Miss BT. Some of y'all are disagreeing. I don't know why y'all are disagreeing. Deborah Howard. Deborah Jackson, good morning, love. Nobody wants to come up, y'all. Y'all come on up and help me, or y'all just laid back this morning, right? I just did a pop-up. I just saw this last night. Please go over there. It's giving you the real tea. The young man, y'all go over there and finish watching it. I just took little bits and pieces, but go over there and give him that love, y'all. He did a great job with her. And I like his interview because he wasn't intrusive. He let them speak what they want to speak. Yeah, he asked a few questions after that. He just let them speak. And so I liked that. Kim said, Martell is an idiot. Oh, the kids are going to counseling to deal with the breakdown of the family. All that counselor goes out the window. That's what I say, Kim. When they have to see coleslaw, my heart goes out to the kids. Kim, I say that too. She got these kids in counseling, and then they have to go right back in that fire. So she got to constantly deprogram her children every time they come from their dad's house. And then their dad does not speak positive affirmation towards their mom. It's always negative affirmation. And you all know bed bug ain't gonna be speaking no positive affirmation around them children about their moms. Yeah. So children, this quality time that they spend with hotel, they spend all this time with hearing all this negative stuff about their mama from the mistress and their dad. Oh boy, so let's hear what this say, y'all. Ain't nobody coming up. Come on up, Miss Shirley. Oh, Shirley, come up. Does anybody want to come up before I close this, y'all? Hey, y'all, this is a test run. Hopefully I'll get all my things today. So far, it say 126. Put in there what y'all see. What y'all see. Okay, Diego. Ooh.
Hey,
Hopefully, Diego, this is hey. How are you?
doing? I'm good. How are you, Miss Black Beauty?
Welcome. What's on your mind?
Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, fine.
Good. I just want to join because anybody helping you, so I'll join. Why not?
Okay. Now, I love it. This is the first time I had a male perspective up here.
Yeah. I have
Okay.
a little bit of I guess it's similar, but not really similar. So I had, my father had me. I was probably, I want to say the second child. They say my sister isn't his, but that's not my business. But my mother and my father was not married, but he went away when I was born. He went to in the army in the service, whatever. Ended up moving and getting married, or actually having another child, getting married to a whole nother woman, and having another child, and she's already had 2 children prior to the marriage with him. So in the sense of like kind of feeling like the black sheep or the odd one out, I kind of understand where she's coming from, especially being that I'm the only one of his children who happened to be a gay man. You know what I'm saying? So then meeting him for the first time in my adult life, it was kind of awkward, if you will. It took my stepmother and my brother to actually talk to me and make me feel comfortable where I was around them, because they could tell that I was withdrawn from them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still don't have like a close relationship with them, but just being in their presence, I was just like minding my own business. I wasn't really engaging with them. I wasn't really interested. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it felt odd. I didn't want to step on nobody's toes. I didn't want nobody to feel like I'm trying to take their father from them, even though that's
Wow.
my blood too. So I kind of understand in a way of how she felt. That interview was something else, and it's kind of heartbreaking in a sense. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying to me, and it almost kind of like put me back into that mode, if you will, where I was feeling like I was not, you know, one of them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
here I have these younger siblings who's all beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? My brother was like a star on the football team. My
Mm-hmm.
sister, she's a beautiful little cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like I just was not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
anybody to teach me how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I had to
Mm-hmm.
do all of that myself. I had uncles, but nobody really sat there and actually tried to help me understand being a black man. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Mm-hmm.
hurtful part. And I think that's the
Yes.
part that I still live with till this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's rough, but I make it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta understand where she comes from.
Yeah, so I saw somebody wrote, I don't know, remember who it was, said that unless you experience this, you won't understand the pain. So I see a lot of these comments. I guess these people are just going off of what they see on them few minutes on reality TV. But these are y'all real life. You actually had to deal with that. Now, how do your dad? Wait, welcome, Shirley. I'll
Hello.
speak to you in a minute. How did
Okay.
your dad feel like you being in an alternative lifestyle? Did he ever express that to you?
See, and that's another thing. We had a conversation, kind of. You know, he was telling me that he loved me,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, he just didn't understand me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly didn't have the heart to tell him, you know, like why I feel like why I am this way. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to make him feel like he did something wrong, even
Wow.
though he wasn't there. But I just didn't want to make him feel that way. Um, but we did have conversations. But my deeper conversation was probably with my brother. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And he talked to my father because I didn't notice it at first that my
Mm-hmm.
father was withdrawn from me and didn't know how to talk to me or whatnot. My brother actually had to bring it to me, and I'm like, huh? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of like put me back into that place where when I was younger, having to come into terms of who I am as a person and telling people like I'm not straight. You know what I'm saying? It kind of put me back into that sense. And that was
Mm-hmm.
probably the hardest thing I've had to go through.
Okay, Cheryl, hello. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been trying to come up, but I was having issues with my computer, so I wasn't ignoring you.
Okay.
I just want to say that I'm glad that I watched that interview with Lexi because
Mm-hmm.
even months ago when that scene came out, a lot of people in various chats they all had something to say and they were making disparaging comments about her mother, making assumptions that oh her mother must have poisoned her against her father and she don't know. I mean, no one knew but everyone just wanted not everyone but most people wanted to assume the worst and I don't know if they were
Mm-hmm.
using their own experience or what, but
Mm-hmm.
I remember being on it like we don't know what her mother's been telling her, but now we see that her mother is nothing like what people thought they had in their minds, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
their experience. And to me the woman seems well adjusted, she's not bitter or angry. Her and Chris, they dated in high school and married quickly after high school. The marriage didn't work. He was a cheater. He wasn't going to be faithful. And she tried to make it work, and then she decided she was going to bounce. And that was it. And then she
Yeah.
tried to facilitate a relationship between her daughter and her daughter's father. And that's what she tried to do, even encouraging the relationship with Lance, Lexi's then her stepbrother, because Lexi was excited about having a brother. And so I wish people would get out of their own narratives and just look at what the thing is in front of them. This doesn't mean you have to stop liking Nell, because when she was a young woman, she fell in love with her husband. He was married to somebody else and she chased after him and finally got him. I mean, it is what it is, but I wish people would stop being so insisting on their own narrative about people and just looking at what the story is. And that made me angry.
So we have this young man, Mr.
Yes.
Diego. He's a child, and he's a grown man now, but he's expressing now that he's an adult how he felt, growing up as a child in his family. So, Mr. Diego, were you? You said you were the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I have a sister that's was probably maybe less than a year older than me. But yeah, I'm pretty much the oldest.
Okay. So that's like my daughter. My daughter is the oldest too, and then my ex, when we divorced, he got a new family. So she felt left out a lot of times, and I never talked to my daughter. I just talked to my daughter since this. She's 36 now. I just talked to her since this show came out with the Fletchers. I'm sitting up there. Oh my God! I never thought to ask my daughter how she feel with his new family when she go over there, especially the whole summer over there and seeing all the things that they have that I couldn't afford.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else? I'm sorry. You know what else would really disturb me is that when Lexi would see something that the other kids had and would ask, she said, "Oh, do I get one?" And their response was, "We pay child support. Talk with your mother." Now, something, I don't know. I mean, why don't, maybe this is not good, but why aren't men more assertive when it comes to their children?
Oh, I don't know. It seems like they don't want to
Upset the
offend
new
the
wife?
new wife. Yeah, because I can tell you what my daughter said about the gifts. I did let her watch that clip. She said, "Mom, what Lexus is saying that when you gave everybody else a gift. If you give me a gift too, it signals that you're thinking about me also." I said, "Baby, I never looked at it like that." So that's why she says these things. Why y'all not thinking about me? You thought about everybody except for me. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh wow, yeah, that's probably what she's saying. So, Diego, did you feel left out financially?
Whew, that's a whole nother story, girl.
Oh Lord.
Well, I mean, look, girl, look, I felt I left out my entire life from a lot of things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My entire life, and just simply because of being who I am, which I didn't ask for. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah.
ask to be this way. I didn't ask to do this or that. I didn't wake up and say, "Hey, I want to put a in my mouth." You know what I'm saying? That's not what I
Right.
done.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I definitely felt left out with a lot of stuff just because of the nature of who I am. Um, my father has passed probably, I want to say 2 or years ago, probably.
Oh wow.
Um,
My condolence.
yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have, I don't have an emotional connection to him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I didn't feel like I needed to be a part of that because you weren't here my entire life, but now you all want to put this sadness in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like step away from that because it wasn't
Mhm.
me. It wasn't a part of my life. You know. So I left that responsibility to all of them.
Mhm.
Now I don't know what was given, but I do know I received like a $4,000 check in the mail.
Mhm.
And then I'm just like thinking, if I received $4,000, how much did the wife and everybody else receive besides me? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Well,
So
you lucky she gave you that. I'm gonna tell you that. Some of these
yeah.
stuff parents, they not gonna do it. I don't care what he left to you. You're not getting
Hmm.
not even a suit, not even a pair of drawers or shoes. Yeah, I know women's like that. They stepmamas like that. The dad died and the kids come and say, "Well, can I at least have something out of the closet of my dad?" They want they said they'll throw it away before they give it to one of them children. His clothes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
thank you for
I'm
hearing me out,
usually
Black Titanic.
I'm usually the one everybody come out to, y'all. I'm just the grandma of the community, and they be having all these mamas mad at me. They be mad. Why you didn't tell me my son was like that? You knew all this time. You didn't tell me. And I'm like, look, well, they told me not to tell you.
Mhm.
So that's why everybody they come to me. They come out to me, and I keep their secret too. And I said, well, if you guys are just be more open, that's still your child. I look
That's
at it.
right.
I got a
You know what the
grandson.
problem is?
I
This
got a
problem.
grandson like that, and he ain't told me he was like that, but I know I'm just waiting on him to come out. If the neighborhood kids can come to me, you should be able to come to me. But I'm
Mhm.
just waiting for him to come to me. I know he like that, so I'm just waiting on him. That's all. But see, his dad said all these homophobia stuff when he's around the house.
Mm.
I know he'll never come out to his dad. His dad's so homophobic. And one day I told his dad, I said, look, you got to stop doing that around your son. You take a good look at your son and see what's going on. That's all I told him. Yeah.
That is the problem right there. Right there, Black Titanic. This is the problem. You know, like I said before, we don't grow up or come into this world like we're gonna be heterosexual or this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We're a blank slate. We don't know nothing when we're born here, you know?
Mhm.
So your child comes up and happens to have ways that are not familiar to you yourself. We don't us as black that's not even just black, us as gay men, we don't have anyone to help us navigate through that to maybe, saying have a more safe, healthy life. Like
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I'm a gay black man, but nobody taught me about the life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I don't think it's considered grooming if somebody who is, that they are going to be this way, right? Why not
Mhm.
talk to that child or young man and give them some knowledge about what they have ahead of them before it happens. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
don't know. It just breaks my heart that can't happen because people feel like, oh, you're turning someone's gay. No, you're not. You're
That's right.
not. You don't do that. So
Okay, welcome Cheryl to the stage. Cheryl, are you still traveling
Yeah,
or
I'm almost home. But how you doing, Miss Black Titanic,
have
Grandpa? Hey,
Hi,
fun?
Cheryl.
hello. How y'all doing? How y'all beautiful people doing? Hi, Shirley.
How
And
are
Hello,
that's
you?
I'm
Diego
good.
is
How you
on.
doing? How the young
Mhm.
Okay.
man? What are we talking about, Miss Black Titanic?
Well, now, according to Alexis, Nell was the mistress, and
What?
yeah, what I did, you got to do the replay. She was really married to Chris. The mom was, and
2 years.
Nell got pregnant, and that after that she just divorced him. So this is what we're talking about. But I'm
Oh,
focusing more on that daughter. She got a lot of pain from
yeah.
childhood,
She
and
seems.
ain't nobody listening to her. They just trying to label her, but she got a lot of pain because Chris has been an absentee dad.
She seems angry. I was wondering where did the anger come from, and a lot of times men, they get second families and they forget about their first children that they brought into the world, or the children, or any child they bring into the world. He got so
Mm-hmm.
caught up in his new family. It seems to me is why she was neglected. But I figured she was angry because I said, "Wow, she's an angry young woman."
Well,
Where
can
did
I
the
tell you what else she said? You didn't see the interview.
no?
What made her mad? They have never talked about her mother. She said all of them started bashing her mama at that table. And see, production didn't show that.
Okay,
Production
see,
just show her lashing out. They didn't
right,
show them bashing her mother. Yeah.
right. Because when I saw that scene at first, I
Wow.
said, "Oh, she's being disrespectful."
She
But
Yeah.
wasn't.
but now that I
Mhm.
know that, oh, okay,
I would
I
encourage
would
you
have
to
broke
watch the
too.
interview.
You
The
talk about my
interview.
mama? Don't talk about my mama. I don't care how you feel about me. Never say
See,
nothing about my mother. I don't
Watch
play
I
the
that.
watched that
interview.
episode. Yeah,
Huh?
I watched that episode. I did not feel like she was disrespectful.
No,
Me,
I
I'm
know
saying I didn't
people
know the whole.
did.
No,
I
I didn't.
understood her position just because I was in a similar, but not, a similar position as a young man with a father with a whole nother family. So I understood how she felt. So I
But
didn't take
see,
it as
when
disrespectful.
production they cut out a lot of the scenes, like Miss Black Titanic said. So I didn't
Right.
know the backstory. Now that I know the backstory, I don't feel she was being disrespectful either. Especially if you disrespecting my mother
Hmm.
and
It
trying to
goes
bash
on
my
nobody knew
to
the
mother.
it's
backstory.
hold on, y'all. It's on giving you the real tea, the whole interview. And that mom is so sweet. But let me read what Tay Tay said. I made sure my son didn't feel like a victim when it came to his step people. My son said when he grew up, he wasn't gonna be thinking about them people. He said that's just how he felt. That's what she added. Okay, go ahead on. Okay, who turn is it? Okay, Shirley, you want to say
I
something?
just think with all the blended families now, because I don't know the stats, but I would think blended families are probably the same as regular families, and that adults need to be more conscientious about how they blend the families and how they include their children from previous relationships and marriages.
That's
I,
right.
Mhm.
I mean, they really need to be more take an effort on that. And I think people who get involved with people who have children with other people need to be more conscientious about it as well.
That's
Don't
right.
think just because you with this person, whatever children you create, that's the only children. No, this man or woman had a child before they even knew you. And so
Because
you need to respect that relationship. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
not in a relationship like that, and my parents were divorced, but my mother never remarried. My father did, and
hmm
but I just think adults need to be. I don't know. People need to grow up, and it just makes me angry because you're gonna have a lot of broken people out here,
Do
and
but
there's
y'all see?
necessity.
but you got
Already there.
in some cases in some cases the kid shouldn't be around the step parent at all. And as
That's
far as
true.
coleslaw, as far as people like coleslaw and stuff is concerned, those kids shouldn't be anywhere near her because she's unhinged.
Well,
So
their daddy's unhinged, so
right, and
what you
he's
gonna do?
unhinged. Right. In some cases the kids shouldn't be around some of the step parents or a person who they are now with
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
in a
it
new
is what it
relationship.
is now.
Yeah.
Let me read what this Kiki Law said. This is the same thing that Diego said. She felt like an outsider. I have friends and family who experienced this, and it's very hurtful for those kids. Yeah, that same thing you said, similar, Diego. You felt left out or like an outsider. Mhm.
Yep.
You didn't feel
Because
comfortable.
they had all this, like, for example, like my father used to work on his car a lot. He was able to show some things to my brother and them because they were in a household. I didn't have that knowledge. I had my first um, flat tire and I cried. I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have that growing up. They
Mhm.
did. Those things like that is what I missed. You know.
Yeah. Okay, BC Jones said production is messy, very messy. That's what they thrive off, y'all. That's why hotels still in the picture.
Yep.
Production is messy. You don't bring mama in. She did right, leaving her mama. She should never have came up at the table. Who told them to bring that mama up at the table? All of them was in unison on it. She said they never did this before. But let me read this what later K seems to have a different of an opinion. She said just a question. If Lexus felt this way about her dad and stepmom, why go to the gym at all? Lady K, if you go look at the interview, she said for 3 years now they had been getting along. When they call her, this girl and her husband has a business. She said they called her and told her they're going to be on the show. Come on, that's a great way for you to promote your business. So that's why she went. But at the time, she did a lot of counseling, a lot of healing, and that's where they was at when she walked through that door. Now, just that scenery alone have put them back down when they start bad mouthing her mother. They back at square one now. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel her on that. Anybody say anything about my mother? My mother already know. I'm the last person for them to tell that anything's happened because I'm the one that's gonna go off. You know what I'm saying?
And let me say this: when she told Nell to kiss her ass, Nell ought to be glad that's the only thing she told her to do if she was talking about her mama. She should have aired her out.
I agree.
L. Jones says, I didn't like the angle Chris displayed towards his daughter and the calm he displayed towards Martell. Did. He didn't have no smoke for Martell.
No,
but he did have that smoke for his daughter when he didn't leave the house and when Martell yelled at Nell. You know what? Even Melody balled that up on that stage, y'all. He told us, I look at him as being a brother. I look at him just being family, sisters and brother arguing. And Neil said, no, Dad, that's never excuse. I mean, Melody is never excuse. He's not your friend if he could disrespect your family like that. But I bet you Hotel won't disrespect her in front of them boys like that.
I'm glad y'all said that.
Huh?
I'm glad y'all said that. Okay, when they started introducing the Fletchers, I kind of was side eyeing them because I Nell rubbed me the wrong way first, but then watching Chris Fletcher interact really rubbed me wrong because ain't no way a man can let another man disrespect your household like that. I don't care who that man is. I don't care if you feel like you're gonna get whooped. Can't no man disrespect your household like that. And Martell disrespected Nell on too many occasions for me. I would have popped him. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, they did.
Can I answer Tiffany Foster's question?
Huh?
Can I answer Tiffany Foster's question?
Yeah, let me read it first.
Okay.
Real question, what's the difference between Nell and AC? Bedbug.
The difference is Nell eventually got married. She became a wife. But she still had to put up with it. AC ain't there yet, and I don't know if Hotel gonna make her the second Mrs. Hope.
Yeah, he never stopped cheating according to them, because she said that he left her, went with somebody else and stayed with somebody else for 2 years.
And Lance had to leave school to help pay the bills.
Yeah, he had to get out and work. Yeah, they went through some hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. It's Tay say it's not their fault. Production sis, that's right. Who's to say they badmouth her mother? I'm just saying because I dealt with that with my son. Mm-hmm. Nothing was good enough for him. I don't know what you mean by what you mean. Is that your stepson or your son? Nothing good enough for him. Well, most kids.
One of those people stuck on the negative narrative, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all can still like Nell, y'all, but it is what it is.
I like Nell.
I like her. I like her. I don't have nothing against Nell. I like Nell.
Yeah, I mean, people are so stuck on that.
I mean, I like I mean, they're more black excellence than the Scotts.
Well, I don't like
in
Chris,
my opinion.
I always question any man who wants to be friends with a Hotel.
But there's certain things about Chris, right, Shirley? There's certain things about Chris I don't like either. How you let this man jump in your wife's face, yelling in your wife's face. You know, it's a lot of different things. Then you're hanging with a man that is out to destroy somebody, out to destroy a woman that don't want him no more. And you hanging with him, and you never have no smoke. Chris never has no smoke for Martell. Mm-mm. He wouldn't be jumping. A lot of men wouldn't even have that. You're not jumping in no man's white face. Martell would have been on the floor. Okay.
Y'all see my soul don't play. Courtney don't play that. One
Right.
thing about
Courtney,
that big old guy, no, you ain't.
Courtney will knock him out.
Yeah, and he don't be up in her face like that neither. But let
No.
me leave what Whispering Moment said. If Martell has been as loyal to Melody as he was with those men on the show, maybe he will still be with Melody. Yep. He just, I mean, all them men's loyal to each other on that show. I don't get it. That's why Big Lou separated himself from them. He ain't about that. Big Lou separated. He like, oh,
Right. I don't
I
blame
have
him.
a question. How
huh?
I have a question. How normal are the men on this show compared to other men? Are most men like that? Or am I just weird and just don't know?
No. I know most men I know they help their wives out. They get
Right. I
kitchen
ain't never
cook
gonna
and
believe that.
clean and they work and they
Yep.
respect their
Yep.
wives. Yeah, it's like what I babysit my daughter. She got a 17-year-old son. She came in, she got off of work. She on a new production now, y'all. It's a movie set that they doing here in Atlanta. But anyway, she worked on that set last night. She came in and the dishes went washed. Mama, do not get up and wash these dishes. And I wanted to. But I know I taught all of them like that. That boys have to take care of themselves too. You can't be waiting on no woman or nobody else to come in here to clean your house up when you had the ability to clean yourself. So she got him up at 5 o'clock that morning. He was just pissed. She did. And he washed them dishes. And then he laid back down and told me to wake him up. He gonna get up around about 7 and go to and get ready for school. Cause he got to be there at 8. I don't know how he's gonna pull that off, but that's what he told. Child, I forgot that boy was in there till 10 o'clock for school. Calling mama said he didn't come to school, and I forgot to go up there and wake him up. But the point of it is that boys and men's, it's just not a woman job to go in there and clean and
It
cook.
sure ain't.
You got to learn how to take care of yourself too, growing up.
And your children.
Yeah, and your children. Yeah, all the men in my family wash dishes and cook and clean, and they do that for their wives. So anyway, you guys, I'm just doing a pop up. I'm finna go. I'm going to see my friend, y'all. I guess she said I can talk about it now. So my next live gonna be about the black on black crime. My best friend's son. He was unalive, and the trial is over with now. So yeah, and he's like he was my son. I used to take him to pick him up from daycare. And he was 26 years old when that happened 2 years ago. So she said, I can put it up now. It's all on the news. It's all on the newspaper. The article, and it was over a girl.
Oh, man.
He left his wife. Let me tell y'all something. He left his wife for this girl. This girl had a baby dad. He decided he was going to go back home to his wife. He got 2 kids with his wife. The girl came over there clowning in front of the door. So, he made her get away from the door. She called him and told she had something in the car. He told her that, okay, you can't come in front of our door clowning with my wife no more. I'll meet you on top of the hill. He got on top of the hill. She had her baby's dad in the car. He just got out and pow him, y'all.
Wow.
Oh, girl, yeah. So sometimes it get to be a dangerous situation when you're having all these threesomes involved.
Yeah.
We're probably talking to the wrong crowd, but we like women and men, we just have to teach young boys, especially, that it's okay to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be rejected. You just have to figure out how you go pick yourself up. Like I give myself 24 to 48 hours to mourn whatever situation I'm going through. After that, I tell myself I have to do something else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I do personally.
That's
I thank you, like Titanic, for letting me up here to speak, ma'am.
Well, that's good to y'all. Yeah, get you know what? Don't get yourself gonna be sent over there grieve or something that you can change, right? Cause some of that stuff we be grieving over be petty, child. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna say goodbye. So everybody on this show gets to say their final words. I'll start with you, Cheryl, and then
Okay.
Cheryl, Shirley, and Diego. Okay.
Uh, thanks for letting me come up, Miss Black Titanic.
Hmm.
I appreciate it. You know, hopefully Chris and he can sit down with his daughter and sit down with her and hear her out. You know, let her express how she feel and how she feels she's been treated. You
Hmm.
know, that's what I think he should do. You know, if he's a father, that's what you do. You took the time. He took the time out for the younger one. Now he should take the time out for his daughter.
Hmm.
Let her express how she feel about how she was treated. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
And have a
Thank you,
great day.
Cheryl.
All right, have a great day. All right, bye,
All right.
Shirley. Bye.
Mhm.
Bye.
What's your name? I'm sorry, young man.
It's Shirley, Diego.
Diego. Nice meeting you, Diego.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Taisha, thanks for being here, and any other content creators, all of y'all, moms, everything. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for the cash app, the super stripper. Just thank y'all for the support, really. And this lady, BC Jones, talking to you, she said, Diego, she said, my condolences to you, friends and family, in the transitioning of her son. Who is this? My condolences. I thought it was to you. But anyway, my condolences to you anyway, Diego, your father's transition. But my condolences to your friends, family, and the transition of her son. We talking about my friend. Oh yeah, y'all seen her. She been on. She be my guest sometime, y'all. Okay, who's next?
Me.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, I'm glad I saw the interview. And I just wish Alexi peace and
Mm-hmm.
healing on her journey. And if she
Mm-hmm.
gets to the point where she wishes to engage her biological father again and
Mm-hmm.
her stepmother, then I hope that works out. But if not, I just wish all parties peace and healing. Because
That's
sometimes you don't need people in your life, and maybe it's best that you do separate. So,
yeah.
whatever is best for them, I just hope for the best for them. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you, Miss
Diego. Your
Piper.
final say, Diego.
Bye bye.
Bye. Later.
Bye. Yeah. What I would say, is people, have some love in your heart. So stop carrying all this negativity. And I know the media like thrives on the negativity. It really does, especially when it comes to gay people. That's just the biggest, no for some reason in this country. I completely understand, the religious aspect and everything. I grew up in the church, you know, but we ain't all bad. We ain't all out here trying to turn people gay. That's all I can say about that.
I know, yes. We have to respect everybody and we have to embrace our differences, y'all. So thank you guys for being here. Barbara Reed, BC Jones, it's Tay Tay, Sheila Aronson, having a nice day. I'm just shouting everybody out. Taisha, thank you, babe, for what you did for me. Thank you so much, Taisha. Y'all remember Taisha sponsored my trip to that tour that Melody was on, y'all. It was nice, yeah. So LaDon Calhoun, thank y'all. Crickets, Sarah Howard, and I think that Tiffany Foster. Let's see what she's saying. What are you saying, Tiffany? I think so many people are getting caught up on liking Nell. Yeah, it says. I do like them, but I refuse to be a hypocrite. Her mother extremely classic and supportive. Yes, she is, you guys. Everybody got their own opinion. And now, love you now. This is not no Bash and Nail show or Bash and the Fletcher. We're just discussing what we saw and from Alexis' point of view. And I'm glad the young man gave her and her mama a chance to talk. And I wish I could interview her myself, but I don't know how to get in touch with her, y'all. Whispering moments. Her mom did say Nell herself did not break up their marriage because Nell was one of many women that Chris was cheating with. Yeah, she said she just can't pinpoint it. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, Barbara Reed, BC Jones, Taisha. I'm getting off. How many I got up there? Okay, Barbara Reed, Tay Tay, hey Tay Tay, Sheila Aaron, Whispering Moan, Miss Linda. Oh yeah, Miss Linda, I wanted to put this one up. She said that they were young when all that happened, just like Mel got married right after college. Yeah, all that was they were just young, y'all. Yeah, they were just young. Her Sheila said her need to rename the show to Intense Therapy for Huntsville. You ain't never lied. Oh, every last one of them need to be in therapy on that show, y'all. This is crazy. Y'all know what's going on with Martell. The straight no chaser busted him. See, what's her name never did put that other part up out Tasha K because when the straight no chaser played what Arian was saying, the scenario that where he was trying to say that Mel was violent. She had a baseball bat on it. He had chopped everything up to fit his knees, but straight no chaser messed that up. Anyway, y'all, let's keep Nell in our prayers, okay? Nell, Melody, and the children in our prayers, y'all. Chris needs to make more of an effort to talk to Lexus for the sake of the grandchildren. Yeah, you got grandkids coming up. You could make it up through the grandkids. Yeah, they have to be more open about having the past behind and think of the children. You cannot change that past. I think she's going to allow the grandkids to be in his life, and she said he does do for the grandkids. So that's a great effort. May, one thing about it, when you start cheating the same way you cheated on that first person, you will continue to cheat. And we see that with Hotel. Ever since he got a divorce, he's been seen with other women. And Coleslaw just still on the sideline, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm finna go. So we're gonna keep our eye out on this show. Hopefully the Fletcher will come back on and we will see more of the Fletchers. I would rather see them than the Scotts. They can take all them Scotts off and stick them Fletcher in there. And what she said something positive that they will give a good show. She said they got a lot of stuff that they can bring to the table where we won't get bored. All right, you guys, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say later, not goodbye. Yeah. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Later.